Time for Bleach again, chapter 656, called God of Thunder. We all know what that means. The miracle is based on Thor, Odin's son, you know, from the Norse mythology. But anyway, let's dive right into the chapter. And here he is, a huge giant walking in the city. I think he looks pretty cool, to be honest. A lot of people have problems with him, but I'm not one of those people, yet. Lil was way worse. And here we see Levar. It appears as though Gerard's son has finally unleashed his shrift as well. Ah well, seeing as how Lil's son got his ass handed to him, I guess he wouldn't really have much of a choice. Speaking of which, I don't think that Big Oafs even noticed that Lil's son has been defeated. Maybe I should tell him about the shoot stuff. What the fuck is that? Lil's son was the first Quincy to ever be bestowed a shrift by his majesty, so his position is unwavering and ironclad. But the two remaining Schutzstaffel, Pernida's son and Gerard's son, were Quincy's that weren't bestowed any special powers by his majesty. Their powers had long been in place, so they had this power before. Johan didn't give it to them. Of all the Sternritters, since those two already possessed their abilities, it was only a matter of time before his majesty bestowed shrifts on them as a recognition of their status. That's why those two constantly had rumors swirling around them as to their true identities. It is said Pernida's son's true identity is the Spirit King's left hand. And that was true. So who's Gerard? Well, Gerard's son is the Spirit King's heart. What the hell? This is some crazy information. If he is the Spirit King's heart, I'm telling you, he's gonna be strong. The heart is the vital part of the body. We all know that. So he is the vital part of the Quincy's. Let's see, come on. Was that a short enough summary for you, Ichigo? What the fuck? So he was speaking to Ichigo, but why? This Levar dude is crazy. He's done something to Ichigo. He's just lying down. I suppose it's hard to take all of that in when your face is planted on the ground. What the fuck? And where did these dudes come from? Ino and Chad. I hate that. You know, I can't stand people like that. I prefer bad girls to good girls, if you know what I mean. And Ichigo says stay back, but Chad does not listen and attacks. And something happens. A black circle appears around them. What the fuck is happening? Let me finish that sentence for you. You can't stand gift bad poison pool. So Levar is using poison to defeat his enemies. Stepping into this pool isn't exactly lethal, mind you, but a low angular resistance shows of any who step in its radius. I like Levar. He looks cool, and I like his character. It's a bit different from everyone else. He's not impulsive. He's more like a smart coward. Okay, he's explaining his power as usual in Bleach.
A little dose of my ability. Well, to be more precise, I kill by causing a little dosage of the chosen element that I manipulate. But in order to do that, I need to take a great amount of whatever it is I want to manipulate into my own body. For example, if I wanted it to be blood, then I'd need to drink an obscene amount of blood.
Which we saw before, when he faced the royal guard. How fascinating, someone says. And it's not Levar. On the next page we see, is that Yorichi? I think it is. From what I can gather from your diarrhea of the mouth. If your opponents aren't able to move, then it seems rather simple to just reach out and strangle them while you can. And this is the type of girls I like. Yorichi is the prime example of that. She's what I call a bad girl. Did you seriously just say those words Levar says? Well, Bambi also said something quite similar a while back, so it pissed me off back then and it pisses me off now. Would it kill you to have some goddamn delicacy? And he kicks towards Yorichi, but she avoids the kick. Yeah, I don't do delicacy. I'm telling you, she's the real bad girl. This is the girl I'll be searching for in all eternity. Do you really think your opponents are that much beneath you? She asks Levar. Not at all. I just prefer defeating my opponents while with a certain amount of elegance. Okay, two characters I actually care about. Yorichi and Levar. This fight will be interesting. I have no idea who this Bambi person is, Yorichi says. But the point you're trying to make is that this is how the beautiful do things. Well, you and Bambi are indeed both beautiful. But a woman's value isn't in her superficial qualities. This is pretty interesting. I love this, actually. And he brings out his bow. It's in her style and presentation. So a woman's value is in her style and presentation. He shoots and Yorichi does something. She catches his arrows. And what the fuck? And throws it back at him. I'm sorry, you seem like an interesting guy and all, but we're in a bit of a hurry. She's so flirty.
Damn, I'm falling in love right now.
And it's all live. So she tells him, you'll be letting us through. And what the fuck is she doing? Shunko, Raijin Senkei, god of thunder's warfare. Yoruichi is a boss. This is some sage of the six path things. And what the fuck did she do? Did she burn him to death? It looked like that. He just turned to dust. Yoruichi is a scary woman, but that's how it should be. My world has to be interesting, and Yoruichi is just that. But anyway, this was a great chapter of Bleach. An 8 out of 10, at least. I really enjoyed this chapter. Mostly the second part, with Naklevar and Yoruichi. Two characters I really cared about, so it was very good to see more from them. And I can't wait to see what happened with Naklevar. Is he done already? I wouldn't mind that, but it would be pretty sad, because I think he had a bit of good in him. It was interesting, but it would be even sadder if something happened to Yoruichi. So I'm glad she seems to be the winner. But anyway, that was everything for this week. Hope I'll see you next week. Have a nice day. Bye.